Archangel Michael says, "There's something pulsing behind the silence. It's been hidden beneath their smile, wrapped tightly in hesitation and fear, but now it's too heavy to carry. The truth has grown louder than their pride, and the time has come for it to explode from their soul." They've rehearsed this message hundreds of times, each one trembling with emotion. Your name, your face, your memories are engraved in every version of their confession. They are dying to say this to you, because if they don't, it will break them completely from inside. You have no idea what they've been keeping inside their heart. This isn't about guilt. It's about a truth so raw, it will shake everything between you and them forever. They stood in front of your door last month, holding the words on the tip of their tongue. But they couldn't say it. They walked away like a stranger, even though they've always belonged to you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've carried this truth like a weight chained to their chest. It has made their nights sleepless, their days heavy, and their soul restless. And now, something divine is pushing them closer to you with a message they can't keep inside anymore. Archangel Michael says, "The angels have heard their cries at midnight when your name slips from their lips like a sacred vow. They never meant to hurt you by holding it in, they only wanted to protect what was fragile. But now, the secret is starting to hurt more than the truth. They remember everything. The way you looked at them that day. The moment you smiled, and they forgot how to breathe. This isn't about a secret from the past, it's about something sacred that's still alive. Something they never stopped believing in, even when the world told them to forget. They are terrified of what might happen after they tell you, but more terrified of never saying it at all. They never stopped loving you. They never stopped hoping that one day, they could tell you everything. That one day, the timing would be right. And the words would come without breaking them." Type Amen to get blessing 144. Someone around you knows more than they should. They've heard whispers, caught glances, and read unspoken stories in the spaces between words. But none of them know the full truth like this one person does, the one who's dying to finally speak. They've deleted the message more times than you can count. Typed it, read it, cried over it, and erased it because fear had a louder voice than their courage. But now, something is changing inside them, they're feeling brave again, because the silence is killing them more than your reaction ever could. They want you to know how much you meant to them, even in the moments they were silent. They want to tell you how they screamed your name when no one else was around. How they prayed the universe would bring you back, even if only for a moment. They've seen you in their dreams. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly, as if heaven is forcing them to remember. And every time they wake up, your absence feels like a storm inside their bones. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, "Their heart is not just breaking, it's unraveling. Every second that passes without saying what they need to say feels like another cut on their soul. The angels are guiding them now. They've been shown signs, your name on a random license plate, your voice in a song they didn't expect, your eyes in a stranger's face. They can't escape it anymore because it's divine intervention forcing truth to the surface. They know they didn't choose the perfect moment to speak before. But this moment is different, it's urgent, divine, and necessary. Because if they don't tell you now, they may never get another chance. They've waited too long, hoping the right time would come, but time has only made the ache deeper. They are ready to confess. They are ready to reveal the one thing that could heal both of you or break everything wide open. Type Amen to get blessing 205. This person isn't far from you. They're closer than you think, watching from the shadows of hesitation. They've followed your path in silence, never daring to disturb your peace, until now. Their emotions are boiling over. Even their body is reacting, nervous trembles, racing heart, sweaty palms. Each symptom of a truth that's fighting its way out. And this time, they won't silence it. They remember how your voice used to calm the chaos inside them. How your energy made them feel seen in a way no one else ever did. And they are longing to feel that again, not through memory, but through your presence. They know the risks. They know you might be angry, hurt, confused, or even indifferent. But they're ready to risk it all, because your forgiveness would mean more than any pride. Type Amen to get blessing 508. They've written you a letter. It's sealed, but not yet delivered. Inside it are truths soaked in emotion, confessions, regrets, love, and longing stitched in every word. They don't know how you'll respond. But they know what's inside their heart is bigger than their fear. And they trust that somehow, your soul already knows what their mouth is too afraid to say. Archangel Michael says, the moment of truth is closer than you think. They've already made the decision, it's just a matter of time before you hear everything. They believe you deserve the truth. Not just because of who you are, but because you always offered love without asking for anything back. They know that you are the only person who could understand the weight of this message. They are not who you think they are anymore. They have changed, evolved, grown, and healed in ways you never got to witness. And part of them hopes that when you hear what they're about to say, you'll see that growth shining through. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They have something sacred to return to you. It may be a memory, a gift, a promise, or a piece of themselves they once took back in fear. Now, they want you to have it again, with no conditions, just truth. This person is standing at the edge of transformation. And their final step forward requires telling you what their heart never forgot. They owe you that truth, not for closure, but for a new beginning. They're not asking for anything in return. They don't want pity, they don't want revenge, they don't want an answer. They just want to release the truth so their soul can finally breathe again. Soon, their voice will tremble in your presence. Their eyes will avoid yours for a moment, but only because they're bracing for the weight of what they're about to reveal. And in that moment, the atmosphere will shift, you'll know that this is what destiny has been preparing you for. Type Amen to get blessing 121. This person is dying to say this to you, and heaven will no longer delay it. It's coming, through a message, a visit, a letter, a voice trembling with emotion. And when it does, you'll feel the truth before they even speak. Be ready to listen. Not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Because what you're about to hear is going to realign something divine inside your soul. They are no longer hiding. They are stepping out of the shadow with a truth that may leave both of you in tears. But those will be sacred tears, healing ones. They're not perfect, and they know it. But they are sincere, and that sincerity is what will finally break the silence. Your heart will recognize their truth, even before your mind understands it. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They are dying to say, I never stopped loving you. You were the one that never left my soul, even when we were apart. And if you'll hear me out, I will tell you the rest. Let this moment find you in peace. Because what's coming isn't just a message, it's a divine release. And your soul is about to receive what it's been longing for. The night they almost told you, the wind itself felt sacred. Your name sat heavy on their lips like a prayer they couldn't release. And even the stars seemed to pause, waiting for the moment that never came. They turned away, not because they stopped caring, but because they cared too deeply to ruin it with the wrong timing. But there are no more excuses left. They're at the point where their soul will collapse if this truth doesn't find its way to you. They've cried over this. Real tears, silent tears, the kind that stain a pillow and burn the chest. Each one carried your name, each one carried the weight of what they didn't say. They know you've moved forward in life. They know you found new joys, new moments, maybe even new people. But the truth inside them has never moved, it's been frozen in time, waiting for permission to live. Type Amen to get blessing 454. They've seen you change, grow, become someone stronger. And instead of being jealous, they've been proud, secretly proud from afar. But with every bit of your evolution, their need to tell you the truth has only grown. Archangel Michael says, this confession isn't just for you, it's for them too. Because what's been stuck in their chest is starting to ache in ways that can no longer be ignored. They chose silence when they should have chosen bravery. But now, heaven has intervened, and that silence is shattering. You might receive this truth in a message. Maybe a voice note, a text, a handwritten letter that trembles in your hands. Or maybe they'll show up when you least expect it, with nothing but truth in their eyes. They're tired of pretending. Tired of smiling at your photos and acting like nothing is missing. Because everything is missing, and that everything is you. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They thought they could wait forever, but forever turned into torment. Every day became another battlefield where they fought between fear and honesty. Now, honesty has finally won. They are shaking as they prepare to speak. Not because of fear alone, but because they know how much their words might change everything. They are not just coming with feelings, they are coming with a truth that rewrites the past. This isn't just about love. It's about all the things they hid under it: respect, admiration, soul recognition. You are not just someone to them, you are the one that broke all their rules. They see you as light. They see you as the one who made them feel worthy even when they weren't. And they can no longer go another day without honoring that truth. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They have something to give back, something they took when they left. It may be an apology, a truth, a piece of themselves they hid from you. They are finally ready to return it with open hands and tear-filled eyes. They want to hold your hand again. Even if only for a moment, to let their spirit tell yours everything words can't. Because your hands felt like home, and they've been homesick ever since. This is not drama. This is not a game. This is destiny whispering one last time before it moves on without mercy. Archangel Michael says, your soul already knows what's coming. Your body might not show it yet, but deep inside, you've been preparing for this moment. They are not expecting a fairy tale. They just want peace. Peace that only the truth can bring, peace that only your presence can create. Type Amen to get blessing 131. Every time they hear your name now, it stings in a different way. Because it no longer belongs in silence, it belongs in surrender. They've kept it locked away for too long, and now it's burning through the cage. This truth is not just about what they feel, it's about what you deserve to know. You deserve to know how deeply you impacted them. How much of their healing began with you, even when you didn't know it. They replay moments that you might have forgotten. The way you laughed. The time you looked at them like they mattered. And those memories are the heartbeat behind their confession. They are not the same person they were. They've been through storms you never saw and kept your name as a lifeline through it all. They want you to know, you were the reason they made it through. Type Amen to get blessing 244. Their voice may crack when they speak. Their words might fumble. But the truth will still land like thunder, and you will feel it in your bones. They are not asking you to fix anything. They're not coming to rebuild the past. They're coming to honor it, with truth, clarity, and the depth they once feared. They are dying to say, you deserved to know this long ago. And I'm sorry I waited until now. But I'm here. And I need you to hear me. This will be the moment where your soul recognizes something ancient. Like this was supposed to happen all along. Like divine timing finally caught up to what the heart always knew. Type Amen to get blessing 399. And when they finish saying it, there may be silence. Not awkward silence, but sacred, full silence. The kind that speaks louder than any words. What happens next is not in their control. It will be between you and the universe. But their part is to finally say it, and that part is almost complete. You may feel your heart ache when you hear them. Because truth that's been buried too long doesn't come out gently. It comes out like a storm, but it brings peace once it passes. So prepare yourself. This person isn't just dying to speak. They're ready to bleed honesty into the space between you. And when they do, you'll understand why angels never gave up on this connection. Type Amen to get blessing 525. There is something sacred about what's coming. Not loud, not chaotic, but powerful. The kind of moment that shifts energy around you, like time itself bows down to truth. They aren't just speaking for the sake of confession. They're speaking to release themselves from a prison they built with fear. And now that fear is melting into tears, because the truth refuses to be buried anymore. They've imagined your reaction 1,000 times. Some versions made them smile. Others left them breathless with regret. But none of it will matter once it's said, because their soul will finally feel free. They are not here to reopen wounds. They're here to offer closure or a new beginning, whichever your spirit chooses. But what they can no longer offer is silence. Type Amen to get blessing 118. Archangel Michael says, this person is standing in the spiritual hallway between who they were and who they want to be. And the door they need to walk through has your name on it. They have practiced saying this in mirrors, in dreams, in whispered conversations with the wind. But all of that was rehearsal. Now, the real moment is approaching, raw, unfiltered, divinely timed. They are not sure if you will embrace them or turn away. But they know that no matter what happens, you must hear this. Because what they're carrying isn't just a message, it's a key to a story you never finished. Their hands are trembling with anticipation. Their soul is screaming for release. And your presence is the only one that can receive what they're about to give. Type Amen to get blessing 337. You may not even realize how much this person has admired your strength. Even in your silence, you taught them resilience. Even in your absence, you lit up corners of their life that were once buried in shadows. They remember things you forgot. The smallest words, the kindest gestures, the moments that meant everything to them. And now they want to return the energy, not with memories, but with truth. They know they may be too late. But this isn't about timing anymore. It's about peace. It's about closure. It's about the soul doing what it was born to do. They feel the pull stronger at night. When the world is quiet and their spirit is loud. And that's when they cry your name, hoping the wind will carry it to you. Type Amen to get blessing 474. There are things you never knew because they were too afraid. You deserved honesty, but they wrapped it in silence thinking it would protect you. Now they see, that silence only grew heavier with time. Their soul aches with the weight of what they've carried. It wasn't just a secret. It was a truth that wanted to live, to breathe, to finally be heard. Archangel Michael says, You are being prepared spiritually to receive what's coming. Even if it arrives through trembling words and watery eyes. The divine knows your heart is strong enough now. What once would have broken you, will now awaken you. And this truth will not harm you, it will heal something you didn't know needed healing. They are coming. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But they are being spiritually pushed to bring you the words they buried long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 772. You are not imagining this sudden emotional shift. Your soul is already receiving signals from their energy. Because even before the mouth speaks, the spirit sends waves. You've been restless for a reason. Waking up at odd hours. Feeling distant for no reason. That's not coincidence, that's spiritual tension preparing you for truth. They miss you more than they've ever admitted. Not just your presence, but your voice, your aura, the way you made the world feel lighter. And now, they're trying to find the words to bring you back into their world, even if just for one conversation. They are guided now, not just by guilt or longing, but by divine order. Something bigger than both of you is moving the pieces. Because this is not just about emotion, it's about destiny realigning what was scattered. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They still have the gift they wanted to give you. Something they never sent, never handed over, because the moment never felt right. But it's still there, untouched, waiting like the final piece of an unfinished puzzle. This message is coming like rain after drought. Not to flood, but to cleanse. To wash away the heaviness, and make room for peace. You may feel shocked at first. How could they hold this in for so long? But then, you'll understand, they weren't silent out of cruelty, but out of fear of losing you. And now they're ready to lose everything except the chance to tell you the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 664. They have replayed your last conversation in their head more than you know. Each word echoes in their heart like an unfinished song. And now, they want to write the final verse, with truth. They never stopped believing in the connection. Even when it was buried under time, space, and circumstances. Some connections defy logic, and this is one of them. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself emotionally, because truth has weight. But it also has wings, and after this, your heart will feel lighter. You'll know it when it happens. Your hands might tremble. Your chest might tighten. But deep down, your soul will whisper, this is the moment we were waiting for. They are dying to say this to you. And very soon, you will hear what your spirit already knows. Type Amen to get blessing 383.